Hey, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be switching up things just a little bit. If you guys have been here for a while, you probably know that I really like to mattify my face. I like things to be really set, powdered, dry. I am super oily, so I don't typically go for like the natural, glowy, dewy, healthy look because it doesn't last very long. But I'm jealous, okay? I want to be able to wear that type of makeup. I want to wear cream bronzer, cream blush. I want to be able to look natural and glowy and healthy. And by the time I get done powdering and setting everything, that usually dissipates. So the goal today is to try, keyword try, to come up with a look that looks more natural, not natural, looks more skin-like, more dewy, using a lot of cream products. I'm also going to be playing with some new shadows from Terra Moons. They dropped a couple of collections a few weeks ago. I'm in love with them. I'm in love with all of Terra Moon's shadows for the most part. So we're going to be playing with those. And that's what we're doing. We're just going to chat a little bit and play with some makeup. So if that sounds interesting to you, please be sure to stick around. If you're just now stumbling across my channel and you aren't subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this content while you're watching it. Tap the notification bell, turn on all post notifications. You don't want to miss any future uploads. You never know when they're going to be. I don't have a set schedule. I upload when I can, so make sure you hit that bell. That way you do get to see when I upload. Let's get into this video. So we got the natural hair going on today. I didn't blow dry. This is what happens. It doesn't look too bad right now. It's a little, like frizzy. All natural. I used the Verb Ghost mask, hair mask, in the shower, and it really made my hair soft. I'm highly considering buying the full size since the Sephora sale is going on right now. These little clips get on my damn nerves. I wanted this to be like a simpler, quicker makeup look. I don't know that it's gonna be because I still have quite a few products I have to use, but I just want to see how this turns out. It's probably not gonna wear very long, and that's okay. Maybe I can like spot powder. I usually don't do that. I usually powder my entire face. So for this video, I am going to do my eyeshadow first, which is a little backwards for me. Usually I get the entire base laid down and the eyes are the last thing that I do. All right, let's start the eyeshadow application. I'm really excited. Again, I have some of the new Terra Moon shades to play with, and they're breathtaking. They're stunning. The main focal point of this eye look is going to be Helix Nebula. And it doesn't really look like anything too crazy special when you're looking at it in the pan here, but it is. It's very dimensional. It's a purple and there's a slight kind of red undertone, but it also has a gold shift to it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it to really show you everything on camera, but just take my word for it. It's stunning. It's so pretty. I'm going to be putting that on the outer edge of my eye. On the inner third of my eye, I'm going to have the shade Ceres, which is another shade from their newer collection. One of their newer collections. They actually dropped two. And this one's just a really beautiful, bright kind of purple. So I feel like that would complement that shade really well. Bring some brightness to that inner third. And then for my inner corner highlight, we're going to use the shade Lunar Spectrum, which is just an iridescent, I think it's an iridescent chameleon. I think that's what they call them. This one shifts from green to pink to purple. It's so hard. Oh, there it is. It's so hard to catch all of it. I'm going to use that for the inner corner because it's pretty. As far as building up in the crease, building some depth with some mattes, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. This was something that I picked out in my most recent Shop My Stash, and I'm really trying to get use out of my products, guys. I'm trying to be creative in the way I use products, dipping back into stuff that I haven't tried in a while, just really get good use out of what I already own. So on top of buying new stuff, I mean, who are we kidding? So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to throw down some of the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer. Fantastic eye primer. It reminds me a lot of the ABH eye primer. I'm going to throw on some face primer before I start with this. I didn't even think about that. This is the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control. I'm just going to go layer this on real quick and then we'll jump into the eyes. The first shade I'm going to use is this really pretty purple. It's called Libra. I want this just to be a really simple look. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it. I have a bad habit of doing my makeup and telling myself that it's going to be a quick look. And then I'm just such a perfectionist. It has to look a certain way or I'm not happy about it. And then before you know it, it took me 3 hours, 4 hours to film a video, and I'm Not what I intended at all. Okay, now that I have that basic color laid down, I know I want to end up with this really deep purple, but I don't know if I want to do like a mid-tone with this one first. Let's do it. Let's build up with that one too. Why not? Ooh, pigment. Pigment. Holy Moses. Okay, now I'm going to really start deepening that up. I'm going to pack on that same shade plus that darker shade. The one I was just using is called Hot Mess, and then the darker one is called Vortex. Ooh, that's definitely deepening it up. Okay, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead because it's getting a little out of control. I have a habit of doing that. I just need to stop. Okay, here's for the super exciting part. I'm going to start tapping Helix Nebula on that outside edge with my finger. Oh man. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow. I could just drag that all the way over and I would be content. It's beautiful. But let's amp it up a notch. Alright, taking that shade Ceres. I think is how you pronounce that. Again, on my finger. Did I already do a look like this? Oh, I'm starting to second guess myself. Ooh. I mean, the dimension in these shadows is next level. Okay, now that I have the eyeshadow laid down, well, most of the eyeshadow, we still have to do some under eye work, but we're going to do that after I finish the rest of my face. I don't like these things. I thought I would, but they drive me crazy. Since I already have my primer laid down, I'm going to mix together some glowier foundations, more healthy looking foundations. This is the Dior Backstage. It's a little too light for my skin tone, so we've got a couple more we're mixing in. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This one's in my Shop My Stash for this month. I also have the NARS Radiant Longwear, which I haven't used in forever. And another one I haven't used for a really long time is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. So I'm going to make a little glowy, healthy foundation cocktail, and we'll start applying that. Right now, I'm just spot concealing a little bit with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer because I've got a lot going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. Whatever, I'm not fighting with it anymore. Let's get into this foundation application. I have a feeling it's going to be way too dark. Oh, I forgot to put on my Becca under eye corrector. Can't forget to do that. That is like my saving grace underneath my eyes. Let's do that first. Okay, let's get into this foundation application. I'm a little nervous because these types of foundations just don't last very long on my skin. But we're trying something new today. Sometimes you gotta step outside your comfort zone and give something else a try. Let's hope I don't regret it. I mean, we got some coverage, y'all. Look at that dew. I don't mind looking radiant. I just don't want to look greasy. I want to look like a snack, but not necessarily a fried snack. You know what I mean? That really doesn't look too shabby. I'm okay with that so far. It's not gonna wear very long, but so far I'm okay with it. So here in a bit, I am gonna powder mildly after I get everything else on because I have to powder at least a little bit or it's not gonna wear. It won't even make it to the end of this video and it'll already be breaking up and sliding around. So we are gonna do a little bit of spot powdering, but I do want to put on a cream contour, cream bronzer, and a cream blush. I'm so scared. Look, I have these products, I never use them, which is just ridiculous. I need to get some use out of this stuff. Okay, let's kick it off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Stick. This one's in the shade Fawn. It is the perfect contour shade for my skin tone. I'm also going to draw some under here. Whoa, too much. Oh, whoops. Do some up here. Looking all crazy. I went overboard with the contour, okay? I don't know when to say when. I look absolutely crazy. What did I do? Oh my god. I just realized I didn't do concealer yet either. Let's blend this shit out and see what we're left with. I'm a little scared. This looks nuts. Usually it comes together after you blend. I'm just, one can only hope. Look at the, would you look at the nose? Like, what? What happened? This looks rough, y'all. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it for you. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, I got cheekbones for days. I don't know what to do about the nose, though. Did we save it? Oh, I mean, kind of? Maybe? I mean, my nose looks a little crazy. Not as crazy as it did. Okay, let's just move on, because that was scary. This was supposed to be an easy look. See what I do? I do it every freaking time. I take something that's supposed to be simple and I make it 10 times harder than it should be. I need to put concealer on because I forgot to do that in all the madness and all the contour madness. So for my concealer today, I have two. I recently received the Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Concealer from Influencer. This is a brand new concealer. However, they sent me a shade that's very yellow. And it looks like it might be a little too dark for my skin tone. Or maybe it's definitely not the right tone. But it's going to be a little bit too dark for what I typically like to use underneath the eyes for brightening. So I also have the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I might use a little bit of both because I really do want to try this out and just see how it works. Let's use this first. I'm going to blend that in with a dry beauty blender, like always. Yeah, we need to lighten it up just a tad. I'm going to throw a little bit of this on there too. I need to be careful. I'm not used to doing this with the eyes already being done. And the contour for that matter. Jesus. Oh, it's brightening all right. Hopefully I can get this to level out when I put everything else on. This looks crazy. I was not meant to do light coverage. Okay? I just wasn't. Now that I have the contour, the concealer laid down, I'm going to dip into the cream bronzer. I have two in front of me. I feel like there's hair stuck all over my face. Oh well, it's part of my makeup now. I have the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer. This one's in the shade Butter Biscuit. This is more of like a neutral type of shade. This can actually be used as a contour shade if you're around my skin tone. But I also have the Tower 28 Bronzino Bronzer in West Coast. This one is very emollient. It almost like feels like a lip gloss. Honestly, it's very scary for somebody like me that doesn't use cream products, but it's beautiful. So we're going to use that. I'm going to tap a little bit of the Fenty Cream Bronzer down first, go over top with the Tower 28. And then I also have the Tower 28 Cream Blush in Magic Hour. This is their Beach Please Magic Hour. And again, very emollient, feels like a freaking lip gloss. It's going on the cheeks. I really did want this to be like an easier routine, but I just don't feel like it's turning out that way. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. So I'm going to take my BK Beauty foundation brush. This is their 101. Oh, it's got fuzz all over it. I'm going to use this to put down some bronzer. I'm just trying to be quick. I feel like I can cover more ground with a brush this big. All right, let's see what this does. I'll stab it in there a little bit. I think that looks nice. I don't want it to be crazy. And I'm still going to add that other bronzer on top to give it a little bit more like pizzazz because it's shiny. Okay, okay. I like how this hugs your cheekbone right here. I'm thinking maybe the finger will be best for this. I don't know. It's so... I don't even know the word for it. I feel like it's going to pull up what's underneath. Are you going to do that? Please don't do that. Let me try a brush and see how that works. Okay, I lied. I'm going to try the e.l.f. What is this? This is their 105 brush. It's a stippling brush. I'm going to attempt to be very careful with this, but it's so pretty. If I can get this to work out right, I'll be happy. I like doing this gradually because it just doesn't get out of control. Build up little by little with the stippling brush. That is beautiful. Can you all see the difference? I can see it. It's slight, but it's there. Ooh, it's like a bronzy, coppery gorgeousness. Look at that. That almost makes me feel like I don't even need a blush. Oh, I really like that. Wow. I have used this before. But I don't have a lot of experience with it because I'm scared of it. Wow. Do I even need a blush? I don't know that I do. I think I just figured out the perfect way to apply this. Because I have tried it before with the fingers and I feel like it does remove a little bit of your base makeup. This doesn't do that. I look like a glowy disco ball, first and foremost. A pretty glowy disco ball. I'm just putting a little bit of that bronzer around the perimeter up here. And then I'm going to be done with that. I know that I'm looking a little bronzed, glowy, juicy. I don't know whether or not I want to even use this now. Do I want to use you? Decisions. I definitely need to set some of this because it's just way too much. At least a little bit. What if I took the same brush? Let's wipe this one off. All right, just going to have to get a little bit ballsy here and apply this blush. I'm going to use another Duo Fiber-like brush. This one's a little bit more, first of all, it's furrier. There's fuzz flying everywhere. It's nice. I can't stand the feeling of fuzz stuck to my face. It's like the worst. Or cat hair. I kind of like the way this looks like this. I don't want to ruin it. The under eyes look horrific. Okay, so I'm just going to tap lightly into that blush. Again, holy shit. Look at that. Oh no. Yo, nuh-uh. Oh my goodness. I'm tapping a lot of that right back off because that's still pretty scary. I don't want to ruin it. Oh no. We're not going to use a whole lot because I like the way it looked before the blush. Ooh, okay. Like, you gotta be real careful with this stuff. I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to hop, actually, you know what? Let me powder very, very lightly. I'm going to powder down the center of my face so that, you know, the typical T-zone area. I'm going to try my hardest not to over powder because I don't want this to be, I just don't want this to be an overly powdery makeup look. I want it to be fresh looking. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty setting powder. This one is in Pound Cake. And I'm just going to lightly dust, again, in the T-zone. I really don't know what brush to use. I guess this is a Pro Precision Tapered brush. It's really floofy. Let's use this one. God, the fuzz in this room. It's terrible. I haven't done the brows yet, so I gotta do the brows, the eyelashes, and the lips, and then this look will be complete. I don't dislike this. I don't hate this at all. I'm just gonna like very gently tap. I don't want to take away that luminosity or cover it up or any of that stuff because I like it a lot. I'm going to set the under eye area. Okay, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to put some brows on, mascara, lips. Is that it? Oh, and I'm going to do some lower lash line work with some of the same colors that I used in my crease. And then I'll go over my thoughts on doing pretty much a cream product routine. It's basically what I did. I just realized I didn't put on highlighter. So this is the finished look before highlighter. I did, obviously, the under the lower lash line work. I just used the same matte colors, smoked them out underneath. I added the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. This one's in the shade Crybaby. It's just a pastel purple. I love this one. And then for the lips, I used the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Another Round. And the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy. I'm digging the way this looks. I really like the fact that it's kind of fresh looking. It doesn't look overly mattified. This is not a natural makeup look by any stretch of the imagination, and that's not really what I was going for. I just wanted to use cream products. I wanted to be able to look kind of fresh-faced by the time I got done, and I feel like I've achieved that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Should I throw on a highlighter real quick? Let's throw a little bit of one of the shades from this Dior face palette on the cheekbones. Maybe like this one, or Or maybe I'll dibble dabble in between the two. Let me do that really quickly. Okay, so this is the finished makeup look after I put on a little bit of that highlighter. I really like this. I'm very pleased with the outcome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and just me doing something a little bit different from what you guys are used to seeing from me. Still used a bunch of products. I just kept it more on the, the cream products side of things, and I like it. Maybe I'll be more inclined to use this type of stuff in the future. We'll see. I just know it won't wear very long, but it does look pretty for the moment. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Not only does that let me know that you like it, but it also lets YouTube know that you like it. So when you do that, it'll push this video out there for more people to find, which means more people might make their way to my channel, join this lovely community, and I'm so grateful when you guys take the time to do that. If you're not already subscribed and you did enjoy this video, or you've been enjoying my other videos, please be sure to tap that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, turn all post notifications on so you don't miss future uploads, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.